Hey, this is Russ. You know, I haven't been to Costco's food court, well, since it got locked down and since my knee replacement, really. So it's been about a year, I think. And I used to go there all the time just to get a slice of pizza or a hot dog or something, chicken bake, whatever. So today I was out and about and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go to Costco. And then I said, well, you can't sit and eat there. So where am I going to have this stuff? So I said, well, I have my car. I haven't done a car video in a long time. It's kind of warm today, so I've got the air conditioner running. Hopefully it's not too noisy in the background. But so I have myself wired up with my lavalier microphone, and I decided to put the camera up on my windshield. I have a little windshield mount. And so what did I order? What do you think I ordered? my favorite, cheese pizza, right? So I haven't had that in a while, so I ordered up a cheese pizza, $1.99. And then I said, well, I got to get something to drink. But then, the drinks, you still have to go through the dispenser, right? And I kind of felt, well, people do touch that. I don't think I want to do that. So had to get something. So here's what I ended up getting instead. A vanilla ice cream. It's no longer yogurt. It's vanilla ice cream. And the price has gone up. It used to be $1.49. It's $1.99 now. So I said, okay, well, I'll probably pay the price later since I am lactose intolerant. Doesn't bother me, but it might bother you later. I've always said that. I don't know why. Okay, so all right, so let's take a look to see what we have here. So pizza is now all wrapped up for you, and the cheese is stuck onto the top of the pizza. Here it is. Yeah, we don't waste cheese, so we got to take that off of the top there. Okay, there we go. We need a napkin. What do I have here? I don't have any napkins. All right, hold on. I'm going to look at the back of the seat here. I probably have some Kleenex. Sit tight. Yep. Box of Kleenex. We're going to need that. Better pull that out. Okay. Oops. Making a mess. All righty. Let's give this a shot. Kind of floppy, don't you think? Tastes just like I used to think it used to taste like. No. It is messier. Gotta hold the plate. Gotta hold the pizza. Let's do this. Yeah. I think the last time I did a Costco pizza thing was right around the time we first started the channel. You could see I wasn't as comfortable doing videos back then. What a mess. Yeah, it's pretty much what I'm used to. So good to have it. The sad part is by the time I got to the car and everything and parked and set up the camera, it's not quite as hot as it used to be, but that's okay. At least then the cheese isn't melting all over the place. I am making more of a mess, but that's okay. So let's talk about some other stuff while we're eating this pizza. Yeah, since everyone got locked down, everything kind of changed, right? I know my life has changed quite a bit for this last year, and the last video we did was, what did I do for the whole year? So I think today might be a good idea to talk about what we're going to do for the next coming year, right? Well, the election is coming up. I'm not going to talk about politics. But I will say this. I think no matter whoever wins, it's going to be tough. It's going to be another tough year. But I'm hopeful that we'll have a vaccine put together soon. I know that typically it takes longer than what they're hoping it will come out as, But I don't know whether we can all wait that long. I think they're trying to push this thing before the election. I think they're politicizing it. But again, we won't talk about politics. Still, once that thing does come out, if it works, things will hopefully get back to normal faster. Yeah, this pizza's pretty good, but colder than I'm used to, obviously. So what else will be going on this coming year? I think hopefully travel starts to open up a little bit. I kind of feel bad that our gas prices are really low because nobody's traveling. So once we start traveling, gas prices will probably go back up again, right? But I would like to get someplace, go somewhere. I know a number of us probably want to go out on a cruise or something, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. If you've never been cruising, you should give that a try one day. Now, people say it's, it's a hotbed for the virus. Yeah, well, but if things work out where maybe you're required to get a vaccine before you can go on and have testing and everything done, maybe it'll be safe to go back on there. But I think everything will change for cruising. Obviously, buffets won't be there, but I think buffets will be there, but you're going to have to be served. At this point, I don't think people will be able to just grab what they want anymore, and that changes the whole dynamics of buffets, in my opinion. And sure, you can get as much as you want, but I don't like telling somebody, "Hey, give me a couple of slices of this," and "Hey, I want that piece, not this piece." I can see that happening at a buffet. People saying, "I want this, I don't want that." Now, I've been watching some of these YouTube videos of people going to Vegas. There's a guy that I watch all the time. All You Can Vegas, all right? Derek. So if you watch him, I like that guy. I mean, I think he's funny. You should watch him. Now, some people kind of look at him and say, he doesn't eat the good stuff. Okay, here's what Derek likes. Spaghetti and meatballs, fried chicken, okay? Those are his two favorite things. And, those things are not expensive things. So a lot of people look at it and say, if you're going to go to a buffet, you eat the expensive stuff. You don't eat the cheap stuff. But his philosophy is you eat what you like. That's why you like going to the buffet. And I do kind of agree with him in that sense. But man, those Vegas buffets are expensive. So when you're just ordering spaghetti and meatballs and chicken, I don't think he's getting his money's worth. Now, here's an interesting thing, though. He started using his fiance. She goes with him, and she's on camera, but you never see her face. Maybe one day we'll see her face. But here's the thing. She eats good stuff. So really, I think she compliments him. While he's eating the basic things, she's eating the good stuff and describing the good stuff to us. So check out All You Can Vegas. I'll put a link in the description below so you can check him out. Burping up pizza here. Hold on. Take another bite. Now, the last video, we talked about, are you hanging out with me for the whole video? Bet you most of you probably already popped off of it, didn't finish it. Some of you guys stuck out to the end. This is going to be a long video. Let's see how long you stick out. Because I can't eat this that fast. Uh-oh. What a mess. Now, in order for me to mount this camera, I had to kind of tilt my seat back a little bit. So I'm kind of laying backwards a little bit on the chair. It's okay, I'm not driving. Not too bad. Still getting there. But I'm getting a little thirsty. I didn't buy a drink, but I do have ice cream. Let's try this thing out. Let me put this cover here. They gave me, what did they give me here? All right, they gave me a spoon. Let's put this down for a second. Plastic spoon. Okay, let's see how the ice cream is. Yep, that's ice cream. You know, the ice cream and the vanilla yogurt, kind of hard to tell the difference, really. And I have to wonder why they went back to ice cream instead of vanilla yogurt. Yeah. It's melting a little bit, so I'm kind of taking the softer parts of it. Well, it's not really drinking it, but it does wet the whistle a little bit. Get a mess here. All right, back to the pizza. So anyways, Vegas buffets. I had hoped that one day I would be able to go to a Vegas buffet. I had gone with my friend Stacy many years ago. We went to a WPPI convention, which is the Wedding and Portrait Photographers International convention. They do that every year. I don't know what they're going to do this year. I think they can't. Did they cancel? They had to have. No, they didn't cancel it. I don't think. The pandemic didn't happen yet. They usually happen January, I think, is when their convention is. January or February, something like that. So it didn't happen yet. So they had it. It'll be interesting what they're going to do this year, whether they're going to cancel it or not. And we went. We went to Vegas. I invited him to go with me because I had a free ticket to take someone else with me if I wanted to. All he needed to do was pay for his airfare. He didn't have to pay for a hotel because my sister at that time had a condo in Vegas. And she said, you can stay at my condo. So she didn't buy it to live there. I think she bought it as an investment property. So we had a free place to stay. And so Stacy and I went to Vegas and stayed at her place, which was, I don't know, a little too far to be able to walk to. The convention was at the Paris Hotel. So you had to take a taxi to go there. Right, and everything on the Strip is very hard to get to unless you want to walk a lot. And at that time, my knee was bad, but wasn't so bad that I couldn't walk. So we went there, and here's what we found out: if you're not staying at the hotel where the convention is, it's kind of a pain because if you're tired, you can't go up to your room and just sit or lay down or something because you don't have a room. If you want to go back, you got to go back to her condo, and her condo was closer to the convention center. So we were always kind of tired out, and when it came time to eating something, you couldn't just go anywhere because the hotels are huge, and to get to someplace else, there's a lot of walking where you got to take a taxi or whatever. So we had to eat at the buffet. Okay. I don't know what the cost of the buffet was at the time. Maybe $26.95, something like that. And this is years ago. And it was a good buffet, but we didn't want to keep paying that every single time for lunch and for dinner and for breakfast so so what we ended up having to do was we had to gorge ourselves on the one meal for the day. So we literally. We went during lunch hour, I believe, and just ate as much as we could that would hold us over for breakfast and for dinners. And even so, Stacy says, how much stuff can you eat and hold yourself over for a whole day, But, being the cheapskates that we are, we didn't feel like we were paying that kind of money every single meal, so that's what we did. So that was the last Vegas buffet that I did. I think we did once. We did Circus Circus's buffet as well. So, anyways, those things are going to change. So we won't be able to do a buffet easily. Okay. And I was hoping to go to Vegas to do that. Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to cut for a second here because I know that my camera has a limitation of time. And once it goes past a certain amount of time, it's going to shut down because it doesn't want to overheat. So I'm going to shut us down for just a quick moment, and then I'm going to start us back up. All right, sit tight. All right, I am back. See how quick that was? Miracles of editing, right? Okay, anyways. Getting there. So, buffets are going to change. Prices are already going up. You know, if you watch All You Can Vegas, you can see from his reviews that the prices are up, and it's already changed already. You know, people are handing you food now. You're not able to grab it yourself. Some places you order things and then they bring it to your table. To me, that's a regular restaurant service now. It's just that you can keep ordering as much as you want, but it takes time for them to get it to you. Okay, so I think I'd rather go to the places where you walk up, they hand you the stuff, you bring it back to your table. I prefer that. But I have noticed that what's a little bit different, they give you a plate, then you put this stuff on your plate, but some of that stuff already has pre-measured things. So now it's something on top of the plate. So how many things can you put on one plate? Not a whole lot. So you're going to be running back and forth getting things because quantity's not quite there. You finish up in a couple of bites, you got to go back and get some more stuff. So it's constant running back and forth. So I'm hoping next year, may not be able to go to Vegas, but I still would like to go to a buffet because I like buffets. We're close to done here. Now locally we have kind of talking to you at the same time. We have a local buffet. What's it called? Used to be Old Country Buffet. Not anymore. Those guys went out of business. So now it's what are these guys called? Can't even recall now. Well, whatever. I'll put their name up in the editing here. But they have already opened up again. And I don't think I'm going to be going there. I told my daughter about it. She says, absolutely no way. You can't get her to go. Those buffets are kind of basic. Okay, there's nothing really fancy about it. It's okay. People are pulling into the parking lot next to me here. All right. We are done. Uh-oh. Looking at my microphone cable, and that landed into the ice cream, so we got to clean that off a little bit here. Kind of a mess. All right, here's the ice cream. It's kind of melting. Actually, melting is okay for me right now because I'm kind of thirsty. So, yeah, not a whole lot to talk about today. But since I went to Costco, I had to bring you guys along. Plus, I want to see how long you guys can hang out. If you lasted to the end of this one, put a comment below. Let me know you stuck it out for lunch with me. Because then I know you're really a diehard Russ is Right fan, right? So who in their right mind would be hanging out this long with me? Maybe a bunch of you knee replacement guys. Maybe you're not a knee replacement guy and you're still hanging out with me. That's good too. So let's talk a little bit about the knee. Now, I did say to one of my viewers that sometimes the best stuff happens at the end of these videos. If you've already clicked out, you're not hearing all the good stuff. How's the knee doing? Well, on a daily basis, the knee is not in pain. Sitting here, I'm not in pain. Bending my knee here, I'm not in pain. Okay, I'm moving my knee around, moving my leg here in the driver's seat. I'm fine. Walking to Costco, I'm fine. I usually use my cane when I'm walking outside, just in case. In case you stumble a little bit, at least you have something to help you, right? But I don't rely on it 100%. Like, for instance, when I was coming back to the car, I had my hand on this, and I had my hand on the pizza, and I had my cane. I wasn't using the cane. I was just actually carrying the cane. So I don't really need it, but I have it just in case, right? Now, I had hoped today to go on the bike path and just use my scooter again and go on the bike path. But yeah, it's a little windy. I need a haircut really bad. It'd be blowing all over the place. I said, yeah, it's not going to look good. So I decided not to take the bike path today. Then I said, well, what else am I going to do today? I said, well, maybe I'll go near the lake. We have a lake locally around here, and record some new backgrounds because, all my videos always have the same backgrounds. It's always I'm right by a lake. Let me talk about the lakes, okay? Why am I always by water? Well, many of you know I like to go fishing, and I haven't done that. I haven't done that in over a year now, and I kind of miss it. I like being near water. So this is why you see a lot of my backgrounds on my videos. I put a body of water behind me. Can't be there, but I can virtually be there. Green screening yourself there, right? Well, today is not green screened. Today is actual footage directly in the car. So, guess where I'm sitting there, though? I'm sitting and looking straight at water. I'm sitting by the lake. You guys can't see it because all you're seeing is me, but yeah, I'm by the lake. It's a little windy, so I can see it's the water's kind of choppy. I'm not fishing anyways this year, which is kind of a pity because usually every year I go salmon fishing. My buddy Jim and my friend Gail, I miss doing that with those guys. And I don't know when we'll be able to go back to do it. And typically, Jim will drive to my place. We'll drop off his car at a parking lot. It stays there the whole day. And then I'll drive up to Wisconsin. And Jim and I will be in the car. And Gail usually drives herself there. And we just meet up in Racine, Wisconsin and go fishing. Now, the reason we chose Racine is because we used to catch a lot of fish out of Racine and also Kenosha, Wisconsin. Now, Kenosha's been in the news a lot lately because of the shooting that happened there. And but I can't bring Jim with me. If we're doing social distancing, he can't be in the car with me. We're not going to wear a mask the entire trip all the way up to Wisconsin. So we're not going to be able to do this until we don't have to mask up anymore. Then we can go out again. How long is that going to take? Hey, by the way, we're getting down to the bottom. So anyways, so what's coming up, because we're talking about what are we going to be doing in the future, I hope to be able to go back fishing. I really do. I do feel bad when my wife is working while I'm fishing. But That's the reality. I mean, I have a lot of free time now at this point. I can make videos all day long. I can make some music videos and things. But I like getting outside too, right? Anyways, to give you a heads up of what's coming up. I will be making more music videos for you guys. I won't be putting them out as fast as I had been in the start. I think how many videos? We have like 8 songs out now or something like that. Something like that. So it's not going to come every week, but every couple of weeks you may get a song from me. I'm down to the last few bites here. But I do want to show you 2 guitars that I have. I'm gonna do a video specifically on highlighting the 2 guitars. Now, I've gone through a lot of guitars. All right, need another napkin. I've gone through a lot of guitars, and there's 2 of them that I'm keeping that I don't plan to get rid of ever. And there's reasons for that. Ugh, what a mess. You hear that on the microphone? Sorry. Stuff is crumbs all over me. There's two guitars that I don't ever plan to get rid of. I've gotten rid of a lot. I don't have the final count, but I think based on the guitars I've gone through and the list of things, I think I've gone over 40 guitars. Now, I don't buy them and keep them all. I buy them, I use them, I don't like them, I move on to the next guitar, I sell it all off. So I've been buying and selling guitars for years. Not lately, but in the past. Mostly acoustic guitars have gone through my hands, quite a few. And so the one that I have right now, some of you may have noticed, is it's a McPherson. It's the one with the hole on the side of the guitar that doesn't look like it's in the middle of the guitar. Okay, that's not a cheap guitar. I think you can start getting new McPhersons now for about $8,900, something like that. So these are not cheap guitars. These are pretty expensive. But that's not the one that I would not sell off. If I wanted another guitar and I want to sell that, I probably would. Okay. But there are 2 guitars that I will never sell, and I will be talking about those 2 guitars and how I got those 2 guitars and why these have significance for me. I think I'll do that maybe the next video. Or maybe the one after that. But soon, I'll talk about those 2 things. So that's coming up. Anyways, yeah, this has been a very, very long video. I want to see how long you guys are really going to hang out with me. Let's see how you people... Okay, if you hung out this long, you definitely need to make a comment and say, I stayed to the end. You could even just say that. Just comment and say, I stayed to the end. And don't say anything else if you don't want to. I'm okay with that. I just want to find out who's actually still hanging around this long, okay? Because according to my counter here, I think the last video counter was 12 or 13 minutes. We're back at 13 minutes now, so extremely long video. Most people won't even turn on the video, when they see something that's that long. We're talking, 26 minutes or so at least already? But we'll see if you guys have hung out. Let me know if you're one of those. Anyways, I appreciate you guys hanging around with me for lunch. And if you like the video, do the same as always. Hit the like button, subscribe button, share button, all that fun stuff. And I will talk to you guys next time.